Hello, I'm Misty Esselman, and I know that Super Smash Bros. Is not exactly the most trending thing in the gaming world right now, but honestly, I miss when it was. I miss the era of DLC character reveals and everybody freaking out over their favorite characters joining the Smash roster. And because of that, I've been revisiting Smash here and there. And I wanted to show you all this thing that I do in the game to see if I'm alone in this or if anyone else thinks like I do. So, my favorite thing to do, oddly enough, when I'm playing Smash is to play the game without playing the game. And I'll show you what I mean. So I even have a rule set for this. It's my experiment rule set. And I'm going to pick a random battlefield stage for this first example. And do you see how you have your player 1 and your CPU? We're actually going to remove that player 1 and have 2 computer players fight against one another. And I'm going to make one of them level 9, but I'm going to make them have the most damage they can have, which is 300%. And then for the other computer player, I'm going to have it at level 1 with no damage. And we're going to see just how that turns out. So we got Wario versus Diddy Kong here. This should be interesting. This really is a toss-up a lot of the time. Like, you'd be surprised at who wins, genuinely. I wonder if the level 1 will win this time. Because I've had it happen before. But Wario's being relentless with that bike, I see. But Diddy Kong is also raking up that damage. Oh, and just like that, Wario is the winner. I don't know why I said but Diddy Kong's raking up that damage. It's like Wario is eating him up the entire time. And that's essentially the things that I do when I play Super Smash Bros. And I chose Smash Ultimate for this version because I haven't done it in this game in a minute. And there are some other things that I want to try out. So I will be back with the next match. Alright, so I am back and we have Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Bowser here because our boy Waluigi isn't on this roster, unfortunately. But I'm going to do a Mario battle, and I've decided to do it on 3D Land this time, right? But instead of having it be a solo battle, why don't we make this a team battle and make it more interesting, right? So I'm going to put Luigi at level 1 here. And I'm also going to put Bowser at level 1 just to be fair. And see how that turns out. And I kid you not, I probably unironically spend majority of my time on Smash doing this. Like, I would say 75% of the time I spend doing this, and then 25% I spend playing the game like it's supposed to be played. And I really want to see if anyone else does this. So far we have Bowser racking up the most damage. Meanwhile, Mario hasn't taken literally anything. Oh, I jinxed it. I spoke it into existence. Everyone seems to be holding their own, though, all things considered. Oh, and I do have Final Smash Meter on, so we'll see what that does in a second. Oh, speaking of which, there's a Smash Ball, so maybe maybe we literally will see in a second. Closer than I thought. Ooh. Okay, I think this might be it for Luigi. I think it really... Yep, it's it. It is it for Luigi. Wow! I was just about to say that things aren't looking good for Mario. Because, you know, it's Bowser on Wario's side. And this is clearly the effects of that. And they won. For our next fight, I thought that we need to get some women up in here. So we're doing a girl fight this time. And I have Princess Peach and Daisy versus Sheik and Zelda. I don't know if Sheik is considered female, but I do know that Sheik is Zelda, so I just put them together to be like from the same franchise. And they are all at the same level, but I put them all on 300 damage. So we're gonna see what that does. And I also gave them more stocks because I knew if I only gave them one, the fight would be like 10 seconds long. So let's get into that.
3, 2, 1, go!
And people are already dying. It's so funny because it literally just takes like one hit. But it does seem like the blue team is winning because Daisy is on her last leg and Peach is gone. Actually, I don't know why I thought Peach was gone earlier than she was, but not that it mattered. It's clearly the blue team won again. Will we ever see a victory for a red team? Dang. So, for this last battle, we have Meta Knight versus Dark Samus here. Two of the more characters on the dark side for sure. And I made this a longer battle because I want to tell you all a story that I experienced playing this game. You know how people on YouTube back in the day made story time videos and sometimes still do? Well, I have some gaming related stories that I've been wanting to tell for a minute, but I wanted to actually be like playing the game to tell them, right? And now I finally can tell the story of how I got scammed buying this game. Okay, I didn't literally get scammed. Like, that's an over dramatization. But I did have my time played with buying this game. And I want to preface with the fact that this is the ultimate first world problem. But I just thought it was funny and I wanted to tell y'all. So, I first bought this game when I got a Nintendo Switch in 2019. And it was probably the first game I ever got with the console, right? So whenever I would boot it up, you know, it has a black screen and the little Smash loading logo for a minute. And on average, my game takes around 20 to 30 seconds to boot up, right? And I thought that this was par for the course because I'm like, okay, it's a big game, it's a lot of content. You know, that's just how things are. And I just waited. I would wait with an awkward silence for a minute, right? Not a literal minute, but just a time. And one day, years after the fact, years of me getting accustomed to this loading screen, I was playing this game with a friend. I had brought my Switch over to their house. And they were like, "Is your game broken?" And I was like, "No, that's just how it always is, right? Just par for the course. That's how they all load." Apparently, that is not how they all load. And it took me until then to realize that I just had a version that did that. I kid you not, we put their game into the dock, and it legit took like 5 seconds to boot up. Everything. The whole thing. A good 5 seconds, and then you're pressing A to start. And I was just baffled by that. I was baffled. So yeah, that's something interesting that happened. And you can let me know if you have that same experience, or if I'm the only person on the planet whose game takes longer to load. Maybe it's because I bought it on the Nintendo Online shop, I don't know. But that is all that I have to say about this video. I just really wanted to test this out and see how people feel about it. And this is something that I really enjoy doing, so please let me know if you want me to experiment like this more, and even if you don't want my commentary, I will gladly just experiment and do random stuff and just post it. With that said, I have nothing else to add. I'm looking forward to some ideas for videos that I am making soon. I want to thank you so much for watching. I will leave the rest of this fight on for your viewing pleasure, and have a great rest of your day.